Good afternoon. Tonight we are going to be focusing on accent training and vocabulary as usual. So what we're going to do this in three sections. We've got the news, and then we've got a comic book where we're going to look at the dialogue of the comic book and hopefully have some volunteers who would like to practice reading it so we can work on accent training, not just pronunciation, intonation, and accentuation. And then we will have a creative section where we find a picture and try to write a story about the picture. But again, the focus is on pronunciation, accentuation, and intonation. As usual, the first two people who volunteer in the Discord group are the people who will practice. And we've already got Alex here. Alex, good afternoon. He would like to practice. So we'll start with Alex. Now, when we finish each section, there'll be an opportunity to volunteer again. So if you didn't get an opportunity to volunteer in one section, we will be switching and there will be an opportunity for you to practice in the next section if you want to. So we've got Alex here. So I'm just going to bring Alex in on Discord. Let's see. Hello, Alex, are you there? Oh, but I don't hear anything. Hello? Let's check the volume. Yeah, we should be able to hear Alex. Is it me? Hello, Alex, are you there? Oh, I don't know what's going on. Maybe we won't be doing a video tonight. I don't know if it's me or.
Hello.
Hello? I thought I
Hello,
heard
Sister.
something for a moment.
How are you doing?
Oh, that's Sarah. I can hear Sarah. Hi, Sarah. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Okay, Alex, I guess maybe there's something wrong with your microphone or something. Uh, do you want to look at it and maybe try to join later? Just let me know. Just type something if you can hear me. Okay, well, we've got Sarah. So, do you want to practice, Sarah?
Okay, I
Okay.
will join with I will join with you on YouTube because I didn't join that, so I will join. Okay, with
Okay.
you.
All right.
Okay.
So, are you ready, Sarah?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
ready.
All right.
Yes.
Well, I've already found this one. We're just going through some news headlines, trying to find some interesting vocabulary. And then I found this one here. Can you see that on the screen? The headline of the news article?
Yes, TikTok is interviewed with Tarfels as Trump raises one very big power over China.
Okay. First of all, have you ever seen that word intertwined before?
Yeah, I said before, but I didn't remember.
Okay, I'm just asking ChatGPT for a little help about this. I mean, I know the word intertwined, but I have an idea of where the word twine comes from, but I just want to confirm it. Let me just see something here. Oh, yeah. Let me, twine. Let me show you a picture of something here. Twine is like string. Can you see the picture on YouTube in the video? Twine.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's twine. That's really what I imagine when I see the word twine. Do you know the word tangled?
Yeah, I know Tangled, yes.
Oh wow, that's the name of a, I don't know, tangled string. Every word is the name of a movie or a story or something. So this is like tangled, right? It's all mixed up. So intertwined means things are mixed up together. You cannot separate them. Does that like
Yeah.
something tangled like this? It would be very difficult to separate the string. Do you understand the idea of intertwined?
Yes.
Okay. Now I think it was a little bit, and I think also I want to increase your volume a little bit because it's a little hard to hear you. So let's go here. Okay. Can you
My voice
read?
is clear now.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
My voice is clear now.
Yeah, I increased you to 200% because I don't know, for some
Okay.
reason it's a little bit difficult to hear you. Alex says, okay, Alex says he thinks he fixed it. Can you try speaking, Alex?
Hi, how are you?
Oh,
Good.
there you go. Yes, there you are. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay, yeah.
what? Go ahead. What?
Yeah. Yeah. I bought myself on mute until yeah. It's Sarah turn now.
Can you repeat that, Alex? I didn't understand what you said.
I think he was talking with Sarah, so he wanted me to put myself on mute until you finish.
That's okay. I just wanted to
So,
hear you to make sure it
okay.
was working. Okay, Sarah, can you read the first three words? TikTok is intertwined. Can you say that again, please? No, Sarah's gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Intertwined. Yes,
Re-
intertwined or tangled.
okay, can you read the first, from the headline, can you read the first three words?
Okay. Intertwined with Jarvis.
Can you read the
The,
first? So just read TikTok is intertwined. I just want to hear you say that.
okay. So, okay. TikTok is intertwined.
Okay. It was because it was a little bit difficult to understand you. Can you read up to tariffs? So TikTok is intertwined with tariffs. Say everything.
Okay. TikTok is intertwined with tariffs as Trump weighs with his one very big power over China.
Okay, but sometimes some vowel sounds are bigger than other vowel sounds. And when I say tariffs, do you hear any big vowel sounds? Tariffs.
Yes, the syllable tariffs.
Hmm.
Tariffs. Yes.
Yeah, if you say tariff, it could be a little bit difficult to understand that word. But if you say tariffs, that would be very clear.
Okay.
Can you read that again? TikTok is intertwined with tariffs.
Okay. TikTok is intertwined with tariffs.
Esteban is saying, what is the difference between intertwined and entangled? If you say entangled, that has the idea of meaning being involved, usually being involved in something bad. Uh, he has very bad friends, and soon he was entangled in a bank robbery. So it means the same thing, but it has the idea of involved. Like suddenly he was in the middle of a bank robbery. But intertwined means it means things are together, but the focus is on it's very difficult to separate the two things. Okay, Alex, can you read that? TikTok is intertwined with tariffs.
TikTok is intertwined with tariffs.
And I don't know if you heard, have you seen that word intertwined before?
Yeah. Yes. Twine means like come from twins. Like
Like twin?
twine is like twins.
No,
Like twins. Yeah.
actually twine is a type of string. So I don't know if you can see the picture in the video, but this is a
Yeah.
picture of twine.
I mean it gone it come like it's to put like more pressure it become like twins if you get what I mean it
Can
has something be I cannot explain it in English, sorry. But yeah,
okay.
it's
Yeah. Yeah. Can I explain? What do you mean?
yeah. Hmm.
He he thinks that two twins sticks two twins stick together. I think
Oh,
like
oh, I
yeah, like a
see.
glue. They stick together
Yeah, that
like
that that, that
bubble
that's
bubble.
Oh,
yeah,
like,
exactly what I mean. Yeah,
wait, like you
it
put
means
them.
the tariffs stick
Do you mean
with
like in a?
TikTok. They cannot. Yeah, like something like that. Yeah, they
Oh,
cannot separate it.
okay, I see. Well, that's interesting. I don't know if twins and twine are maybe. I mean, maybe they're both
I
related
tried the way.
too. What?
Sorry. I tried to link the word with something, just to make
Uh,
it easy to.
well, I guess that would work.
Mhm.
I guess that would work.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes, not
Okay.
all of them.
All right. Well, okay, so TikTok is intertwined. You cannot separate uh,
Mhm.
tariffs and TikTok, right? Does that make sense? What are
Yes.
tariffs?
Mhm.
What are tariffs, Alex?
Tariffs, it's the tax you pay or for something, it's
Okay.
like tax.
Okay. Sarah, what does it mean to weigh something?
Maybe to weight something
Hmm.
mm, like something is uh, maybe I don't know how can I express myself in English, but
Okay, we'll
I
try.
I
really
can help you this time. I can help you this time, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Today is all about team. Today is all about
Yeah.
teamwork.
To weigh something up means to put pressure, or to put extra, like you're going to put extra money, or uh, yeah, like way up.
We talked about weigh up before, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
And what does that mean to weigh something up?
To value something, or to know the value, or the price for something.
Well, it's like the pros and cons. Like, oh, should I go to the city for a vacation or the beach? Well, I don't know. It's like weighing. It's like weighing both of them in your hands. Which one is heavier? Which
Yeah,
one?
to look at the value of something.
Evaluate.
Both.
It's like evaluate. Let's see. How are they using it here? We've got TikTok is intertwined with tariffs as Trump weighs. So this maybe means considers or is thinking about. Like, should I do it or not do it? Is it a good idea or a bad idea? Weighing something. Uh, did you understand? Is that how you understood it, Sarah? Did
Yes,
you
yes, I got
understand
it.
that? Is that
Yeah,
is that clear for you? Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
Oh,
got it. Yeah.
all right. One more time, Sarah. Can you read the entire headline?
Okay. Okay. TikTok is intertwined with tariffs as Trump weighs his one very big power over China.
Okay. Can you try that, Alex?
Yes. TikTok is intertwined with tariff as Trump weighs his one very big power over China.
Okay. I think you're both from Egypt, right? But this
I'm,
time,
I'm
Alex
from
said,
Egypt. Yes.
and I think
I'm
Sarah,
from
you're
Egypt
also
as
you're
well, but
also Egypt. You're also from Egypt,
I
right?
think, yeah, her accent, yeah, she's
Uh,
from Egypt, yeah.
yeah. So this time, Alex said power, but Sarah, you said Bauer. You said Bauer. Can you try to say that with a P? Power.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you try that, Sarah?
Power.
Power. That's right. You
Yeah,
have
Oh,
to
power.
you have to spit out some air when you're doing that. Okay. All right. Why don't
Yeah,
we
because in Arabic we have yes, because in Arabic we have only I'm sorry.
go ahead?
Because in Arabic we have only letter E. Yeah.
Letter E.
Can you hear me?
I can hear
Can
you.
you hear me properly?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can.
no, because in Arabic, yeah, because in Arabic, yeah, because in Arabic we have only letter B,
Mhm.
but in English we have B and P. So it's a
Yeah.
difficult, and it's a little bit confused for all of us. So maybe, yeah, you can listen to us to say B, P like B,
Mhm.
like pat and bat. So it's so difficult a little bit, yeah, for us.
Yeah, I used to, a long time ago, I had an Egyptian student, and he always used to say "biza" instead of "pizza." And no matter how many times I told him to do that, he always would say "biza." He just couldn't say pizza.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine. He cannot pronounce it problem, you know.
Mhm.
Brororum, brororum, brororum.
Mhm.
He couldn't.
Oh, that's too.
Brororum,
That's got B and P in it. Problem.
brororum, brororum.
Okay. Oh, Alex, can you read this headline that I have up on the screen? What does it say?
Stocks are jumping on earnings wins by their most since 2018.
Okay. Now, is it jumping or jumping?
Jumping. Oh yeah, again, jumping,
Jumping. Hmm. Sarah, can you read that?
jumping.
Can you try that? Sarah, can you read the headline?
Yeah, okay. Okay. Stocks are jumping on earnings wins by the most since 2018.
Can you say ping ping
Ping,
jumping
okay, jumping,
jumping
jumping, jumping, yeah,
ping ping
jumping, okay,
ping? Okay. Now, there's nothing really
pa,
to. Go ahead.
pay,
P ping
okay. No,
ping.
no, I repeat, yeah, yeah, I repeat afterwards, so pin, okay.
Hmm. Jumping. Okay. Now, there's nothing really too interesting in that headline. Stocks are jumping. They're going very high on earning wins by most since 2018. But in a related news article, there's a phrasal verb. Alex, can you read the top line on the screen? Can you see that?
Yeah, markets ramp up to end session.
Oh boy.
Q4.
Hmm. Go ahead. Sorry.
uh,
Keep.
This is the line you want me to read? Yeah,
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Mhm.
yeah. Quarter four, Q4 beats for uh, TXN
Mhm.
ISRJ.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what TXN and ISRG are, but that Q is for quarter four beats.
Mhm.
But we have this phrasal verb ramp up, which is funny because it has two P's in it. I didn't. Oh, Pachu is here. Hello, Pachu. How are you doing this morning? That's got two P's in it. Alex, can you say pup,
Up, top, yeah.
ramp up,
Went up,
ramp up? Sarah,
ramp up,
can you say that phrasal verb? Ramp up, pup.
Ramp up,
That's right. Ramp up,
ramp up.
ramp up. Uh huh. Have either of you, Alex, Sarah, have you seen that phrasal verb before?
Yes, I know that phrasal verb.
Oh, really? Have you've seen it? You've seen it
Yeah,
used before. What does it mean?
yes, because yeah, it's because I saw before a film like Rampage, but it's not related, but it's like revolutionize or something like that. But ramp up here would be like it's a synonym for decline, where yeah, decline, or maybe something like that, or maybe like revolutionize, or am I right?
I think more like become stronger,
Um,
become more intense. Do you know the word ramp?
yeah,
Do you know
okay.
what that means? Do you know what that word ramp is?
Decline, yeah.
Decline? Are you saying
or
decline like
intense.
no, like that, like decline?
The, the opposite here.
Yeah, decline or intense. Yeah, the opposite of the meaning of the word ramp,
Mm-hmm.
like revolution or angry, being angry because of something like around you, because of some events
Let me show you what
like
ramp.
cramping.
This is a ramp as a noun. This is a ramp. Can you see the pic? These are all different
Okay, I
kinds
will
of
say,
ramps.
okay,
Can you see?
no.
It
Car
probably.
ramp, like
Okay, yeah, ramp, yeah. Yeah, wheelchair
you
because we make a wheelchair, yes,
Mm.
down to this
know,
ramp on it. So yeah, I think that yeah,
So a ramp helps you go
when
higher.
someone paralyzed, yeah, when is paralyzed, we
Mm-hmm.
make it sit down on a wheelchair, and this wheelchair down on this ramp. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I saw it before, but I think I'm confused because there are a lot of maybe meanings or synonyms for this word. So it would
Mm-hmm.
be clarified if we put this word in more context or in a real context. So it would
Mm-hmm.
be more clarified than ask it like what does that mean or something like that. So
Yeah, but a ramp will help you go higher. It makes it easier to go higher. So ramp up, which seems pretty literal, means
increased.
increase, go higher, right? Does that make sense?
yes, okay.
Mm-hmm.
May I say something?
Sure, go ahead.
I just that to Sarah. Sarah, whenever you look up a word, look it in English. Look it up in English because in Arabic it could have like 20, 50 different meaning and they all not related to each other. So look it up in English first.
Does Arabic have a
If
lot of
you,
synonyms for things?
yeah, and
So
very confusing.
so it's like English because
Yeah,
English has a lot of synonyms too.
Yeah, but the problem is the people they translate it into Arabic. They translate literally, you know. They don't translate the meaning.
Oh,
If you get what I mean.
oh,
So that's why it's very confusing. So whenever to look up a word, look it in English first, and then you can have the meaning in Arabic.
oh, Esteban
you're
was asking about interlock. Earlier we were talking about entangle, and that means things are connected and they're difficult to separate. And then we had what was the other one? Uh, there was another word, right?
Intertwine.
Oh, oh. Uh, so entangle, the idea is that it's involved. Intertwined is so things are connected and they're very involved with each other. And intertwined means it's difficult to separate them. They're connected and it's difficult to separate it. And interlock, the the focus is not this is so funny. The focus is not on it's difficult to separate. The focus is on somebody connected them so you can't separate it. So they're all very similar words, but they have slightly different focuses. I hope that's not too confusing. Okay. So we've got ramp up. All right, let's take a look at another. Let's see if we can find it. I'm just looking. I'm hunting for words that we can practice. And I thought ramp up might be a good one. Okay, let's see if we can find another thing here. How about maybe we'll do this one here. Sarah, can you read what is on the screen? What does it say?
okay. They were not let down by the movie's endings, were they? Agree? No, they
Oh,
weren't. No,
oh
they
no no no
weren't.
no no. That's
Or yeah,
I think we have to wait a minute for that to load. That's that's something else. This
okay.
should be the headline of a news article. Do you see it? Tariff talk
Yes, okay.
soars. Can
Yeah,
you read that?
Trump. Yeah, Trump talk soars on Wall Street, signaling rocky road ahead for investors.
Okay. Oh, just read the first up to the word soars. Can you do that? Trump tariff talk soars. Just read that.
Okay. Trump tariff talk soars. Or
Okay. Okay, what does that word soars mean? Do you know that word? Soars.
yeah, like intense or like soars up because yeah, I have heard about in a different context like sore throat, but sore here like maybe level up or maybe more
What
intense than
what was
I
that
think
phrase you
that yeah.
said? What was the phrase you said? You said sore. You said, "Oh,
Yeah,
I've heard
sore
it."
throat.
How
Yeah,
do you
yes, sore throat.
what is that second word? I don't understand that.
Yeah, sore throat. Okay, sore throat. I
Can
will
you
write it
write
No,
it?
no,
down.
no. The other one is sore throats. She mean, yeah, sore
Oh,
throat.
Yeah,
oh boy. Okay.
No, no, no. That's no, no, no.
Okay.
That's different.
All right, let's we have to talk about that for a minute. Okay. Uh Pacha said soar increase. No, soar does not mean increase. Don't write that because that's not true.
yeah,
But okay,
yes, yes. I agree with Patch because yeah, I imagine that word
mhm.
means that yeah, increase. Yeah,
Okay, sometimes there can be a word that sounds the same but it's spelled differently and it has a very different meaning. So I don't know. Eventually, you'll be able to see the two words that I have written here, and uh, the first one, sore, means pain. They sound exactly the same, okay, but they're spelled differently. Can you, Sarah? Can you see what I'm typing yet? Do you see that?
okay. I will look it again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sore pain.
Mm-hmm.
I can soar, but soar fly very high.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So if they sound exactly the same, but if you spell it sore, that means pain. And if you spell it soar, that means fly very high. So the airplane soared over the city. The birds soared over the lake. That just means they flew very high. Soar. When you say that word,
Yeah,
Sarah, is that a very big vowel sound in the middle? Soar.
yeah,
Mhm.
soar. But oh, yeah, but
Soar.
the other one is short. Yeah,
What? The other one, what?
it's short,
No,
short
no, no.
sound.
They sound exactly the same. They sound exactly
Yes.
the same.
Okay. Okay.
Soar. Just like that. Can you say that again?
Okay. Soar.
Okay. Now, I had a little bit of a problem hearing, understanding the other word that you were saying until Alex explained it to me. Can you say, I'm just writing sore throat on the screen. You'll see it in a minute, probably. Can you try to pronounce that again? How would you say that? Sore.
Me or Alex?
You, Sarah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Soar.
Okay, and then sore what? Sore throat. Say the whole thing.
Soar. Okay. Sore throat.
Okay, that was good. That was good. I think before I didn't. Maybe you were saying throat. You didn't. You have to put your tongue under your teeth and say throat because
Okay.
I didn't really understand that word from you. Can you say that again? Sore throat. And both of those vowel sounds are very, very long. They're not short.
Okay. Sore throat.
Okay. Esteban says soar is a rapid elevation. Oh, I don't know if it doesn't. I don't know if it has to be rapid, but I think when I hear that, I just feel like it's very high. Maybe it's rapid. I don't know if that's the point of it. Okay, sore throat. Alex, can you say that just out of curiosity?
Sore throat.
Sore throat. Okay, and have you seen that word soar, meaning fly very high? Now I'm going to check. Let's see.
Not before now, I
Okay,
think.
it's really common,
Yes, I
especially
saw.
you've seen it before. Where did do you remember where you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it before because I was preparing myself, well, in the past for writing,
Mm,
especially for IELTS writing, and I see it like, and a lot of coders explain that word is that it's rapidly or maybe rapidly elevation or something like that. So I think yeah, the meaning of soar is increasing rapidly. So
yeah, or
it's
not
confused.
necessarily. It's not really about being quick. Maybe it's quick, but really the point is that it's very high. That's I think that's the main point, that it's very high.
Okay.
So it's very
Okay.
common if you're talking about finance to use this if you're talking about a graph. So you can say the prices soared. That means they went very high. Maybe it was quick, maybe not. Because when you use the word soar, you're just focusing on suddenly it's flying very high. Well, I shouldn't say suddenly. It's flying very high. The stocks soared. Can you see the graph? How I just put soaring. What did I write? I wrote soaring graph, and it just shows how something goes very high. And well, here, look at this guy. This looks a little bit gradual, but it's still very high. Okay, so really, it's about being high, not about quickly. Okay,
Yeah,
probably.
because there are, yeah, because there are a lot of graphs on task one, especially for writing task one.
Mhm.
So we can use it for with graphs or maybe like the increasing of numbers or something like that. So yeah, I saw it before because of that with graphs.
Yeah, that's really a useful word if you're in finance or business where you have to talk about graphs. Then that word that's a word that you'll hear very often. Soar, and that's how they're
Okay.
using it here. Let's see. Let's go back to the uh, where did it go? Oh, Trump tariff talk soars on Wall Street. So the people are talking about taxes. Suddenly, they're talking about it a lot. It's going really high. Everybody's talking about it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that, Alex? Is that pretty clear for you?
Yes, yeah, crystal clear. Yeah, thanks.
Oh, okay. But now, Alex, in the second part, signaling rocky road ahead. What does that mean if you're talking about a rocky road?
Rocky Road. Rocky Road means it's if you have a rocky road, an uneven road, like it's like it's not safe or
Uh, or difficult to
um,
travel.
yeah,
It's difficult to travel. Imagine if you have a car and you're trying to drive your car on this road. Would that be easy or difficult to travel on this
yeah,
rocky road?
the, yeah. That another meaning like an even road, like, or I can remember. I'm pronounced it wrong, I'm sure.
Uneven?
So if you have, I will try to get it look it up. It's something, if you have a road like that, it's not straight. They
Mm.
call it
Oh, like a
I
winding
can
road?
remember. And
Like a winding road?
yes, but yeah, but there is another word. I will look it up now.
Yeah,
I get it.
I'm not sure which one. So,
Okay.
Sarah, what does that mean? Rocky road for investors.
Yes, I think it's for a challenging path. Maybe you go and down for a little bit because of you you invested your money, and so if you are lost everything, so you will feel like you are on a challenging way or maybe on a challenging path. I think yeah, I believe that. So am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Difficult times. Difficult times
Yeah.
for investors. A rocky road for investors. Okay. Well, I think we've got three vocabulary words here now. We've got intertwined, ramp up, and soar. And I think these are the words that we will practice. So I'm just going to disappear for a couple of minutes to get the definitions, to get good definitions for these, and some examples that we can use to practice. Okay, and then we'll work on pronunciation and accent improvement. Okay, so don't go away. We're going to practice these in a few minutes. I just have to put something together with this, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Let's see. Okay, We've got our words and we've got our definitions. It's funny because I think the first time I looked up the definition of soar, it confirmed what I had said, which was I think it just means flying high. But then now the second time I look up the definition, suddenly it says, oh, it could also mean quickly rise. So I guess you could use it either way. But I still say the emphasis is on being very high, flying very high. Okay. Alex, what does intertwined mean again? Do you remember?
Yeah, intertwined means twine or connected or linked together.
Yeah, like very difficult to separate.
Hmm.
Very difficult to separate. Sarah, can you read the first example? Their lives.
Yes, sure. Okay.
Go ahead.
Intertwined things are twisted or connected closely together, either literally, physically, or figuratively.
Okay. And can you read number one, the first example? What does it say?
Okay. Their lives became intertwined after they worked on the same project.
What do you think that means? How do you understand that sentence?
Yes, means it's their lives become difficult or and they work on the same, like maybe they work in their projects
Mm-hmm.
many times before but they failed it, so they feel they are maybe like maybe they feel maybe embarrassed or maybe uh, disappointed because of that, because it comes more difficult or more complicated to be able to finish it. So that's the meaning of that sentences.
Remember that intertwined doesn't mean difficult. It means difficult to separate.
Yes, I say maybe I explain what does
Mm.
it mean, the whole sentences, not the intertwined especially. So I think that maybe that general meaning of that sentence.
Did you ever work on a big project with someone else?
Yes, and when I was at college, yes, we worked together in a big project. So it was more complicated because I wasn't able to do it at first, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, after that I make it and I participated in more competitions after that. So yeah, I faced these challenges before.
Okay.
So yeah.
Did you become friends with the other people on the project?
Yeah, yeah, definitely, sure, yeah.
Did you was there anyone in particular? Maybe you became super good friends.
Yes, but these days
Mm-hmm.
we separated because we everyone has their own lives these
That's right.
days, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and we haven't and we haven't met after that
Yeah.
because everyone, yeah, as I said earlier, have their own lives and their own work. So we feel like we are busy these days, so
Mm-hmm.
we didn't meet each other these days. So yeah, but
Well, then.
when we was at college, yes,
Mm-hmm.
we are close. We were close friends. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Well, then your lives did not become intertwined because if your lives became intertwined, it would be very difficult to separate you from your friends.
yes,
Does that make sense? What that means? Their lives became intertwined. They got all mixed up and tangled, and it's very difficult to separate them now. Does that make
yeah,
sense?
that's clear. Yeah, that's clear. Yeah,
Yeah, it sort of means like super good friends, super best friends. Maybe if it's a man and a woman, they get married, something like that.
yeah, and yeah, that was happened for all of us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Does that make sense, Alex?
It does, yeah.
Okay. Alex, can you read up to intertwined?
Their lives become intertwined.
Okay, is it present or past, the verb?
Lives, present.
Lives is a noun here. It's not a verb. What is the
Life, yeah, big. Oh, yeah, yeah. Sorry, sorry. Their lives became, yeah,
became?
became, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Mhm. What are the important words in that phrase?
Lives and intertwined.
Okay,
I think.
lives and intertwined. So if we want to emphasize the word lives, that's easy because it's one syllable. But how about
Mm.
intertwined? Where should we focus? Which syllable has
Intertwined.
intertwined?
Why? Why?
Twine.
Why? Why? Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. So
twine.
these will be the sounds that we focus on, and the other sounds will be very small. Their lives became intertwined.
Their lives became intertwined.
Can you try that, Sarah? Their lives became intertwined.
The lives became intertwined.
Yeah, so the two big sounds are lives and twined, and the other sounds are very small. Sarah, can you read the rest of the phrase? What does it say?
Okay. Their lives became intertwined after they worked on the same project.
Okay, now in that final part, after they worked on the same project, what are the
After
important
they
what are the important words?
wo- worked and project.
Words, worked and project. Okay. All right. So worked is easy because that's just one syllable. But how about
Yeah.
project? Project. Where's all of the sound in that syllable?
Project is the first syllable because there is a verb from the word like project. Like it's more confused because of the syllable here in the noun. It's the first syllable.
It's
Project.
project. That's right. Project. Project.
Yeah.
Project. It's the first syllable. So if we say these words together in one phrase, those two sounds will be very big and the other sounds will be very small. Worked on the same project. Oh, but you know what? I disagree with you. I think it should be same that we should be emphasizing. Usually, if you have an adjective, that I'm sorry, I was reading the comments when you answered. I got distracted for a minute. But when you have an adjective, usually it would be the adjective that you want to focus on more than the noun. I mean, you could do both if you want. Same project, but that's a little bit too much. Uh, let's
Okay.
move this back. I mean, does that make sense why you would emphasize same? If you think about the two phrases, you have number one, project, and number two, same project. They have different meanings, don't they? Like here, I think I'm confusing you. So let me write it down. Okay. They worked on the project. Okay, here's one sentence. They worked on the project. And then if we do this other one, they worked on the same project. These are two very different ideas, aren't they? Sometimes it helps if you can see it. I'm going to just put that in the Discord chat or in the maybe I'll do it also in the YouTube chat. Do you agree? Those are two different ideas, aren't they? They worked on the project. Okay, that's one idea. They worked on the same project. That's a very different thing, isn't it?
Yes, it's totally different because
Mm-hmm.
the first one is it's the first time to work together in on a
But we don't.
project, but yeah, and the tone is very different from the other sentence. But the second one is maybe is more focused on maybe the syllable or maybe they work on the same project, so
It's
the,
more
yeah,
specific. It's more specific.
yeah, more specific, yeah, more specific project, yeah,
And that's why you would want to focus on the word same and not the word project. Is that pretty clear why that makes sense?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's very clear, yeah.
Yeah, so they worked on the same project.
They worked on the same project.
Hmm. Their lives became intertwined after they worked on the same project. Can you say everything?
Okay. their lives became intertwined as they worked the same project.
There was a little interference. I didn't really hear you. Can you say that again, please?
Yes, okay. Their lives became intertwined after they worked on the same project.
Can you try that, Alex? Their lives became intertwined after they worked on the same project.
Their lives become intertwined after they worked in the same project.
Okay, is it become or became?
Became, sorry.
Okay,
Their lives became intertwined after they worked in the same project.
all right. So we'll add a little bit of music. We'll add a little bit of tone to this, and we'll make all of the important we'll make all of the important sounds high tones, except when we get to the end of the phrase, we'll make that a low tone because you normally will end your phrase on a low tone. Their lives became intertwined as they worked on the same project. Can you try it like that, Alex?
Their lives became intertwined after they worked in the same project.
Can you try that, Sarah, with a little bit of music? Their lives became intertwined as they worked on the same project.
Yes, okay. I'll read it. Their lives became intertwined after they worked on the same project.
Okay, now I know I said I was going to start some interesting grammar problems, but I just didn't have time. So we'll just make regular questions today. Uh, Sarah, can you make a how question? How lives become intertwined? How would you make a how question with that?
Okay, maybe didn't it?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't understand what you said.
Yeah,
Oh, didn't it? I'm not,
didn't it?
no. Let's just we're not doing that now. Let's make a how question. How? How lives
Yes,
become intertwined?
okay. Yeah, okay. How lives did maybe we can say how lives did become more did become intertwined.
Okay,
Intertwined, yeah. Did
let's
intertwined.
start. Let's start with a sentence. Okay, their lives became. Okay, so we'll just start. We'll ignore all the rest of the sentence, and we'll start with their lives became. Okay, Sarah, how will you make a yes no question with their lives became? How will you ask a question where the answer is yes or no?
Did the lives become? Did the lives become?
Okay, that's right. I'm going to write that, okay? Did their lives become? We've got the rest of it intertwined after they worked on the same project. Okay, but this is what we need here. We need the question form. Okay. So the statement form is their lives became, and the question form is did their lives become? And now that you have the question form, you can make a how question. How how did
How did the life become?
yes, that's right. How did their lives become intertwined after they worked on the same project? Can you make the whole question?
Okay. How did the life become intertwined after they worked on the same project,
Mhm.
or after they work, because we say it did, so after they work in the same project.
No, that only applies to the principal verb of the sentence. It doesn't apply to the rest of it. So
Oh,
putting that word after in the middle, that's joining a different idea. Okay. The principal sentence is how did their lives become intertwined? After they worked on the same project is something completely unnecessary. It's just extra. So you don't change that.
okay.
Well, in your question, how did their lives become intertwined? What is the most important word in your question?
Maybe the lives were and the intertwined.
Well, probably how. And that's really the most important thing. That's the thing that you really want to know, right? That's what you're asking. How, right? So
Yeah,
that should
yeah.
be a very big sound. How did there? How did there? How did there? Very big.
How did their
How did their lives become?
how did the lives come?
How did their lives become intertwined?
Okay, how did the lives become intertwined?
Can you try that, Alex? How did their lives become intertwined?
How did their lives become intertwined?
How did their lives become intertwined after they worked on the same project?
How did their lives become intertwined after they worked in the same project?
Okay. Normally, when you use the word work and then you tell me what is the thing that you're doing, you use the preposition on and not in.
Anya.
So if you're talking about, if you're going to name the thing that you're making, then use on, worked on the same project. Can you say it again?
Okay.
How?
Okay. How did their lives become intertwined after they worked on the same project?
Okay, all right. I guess what can we say? They got married. Their lives became intertwined because they got
Yeah.
married.
Their lives became intertwined because they got married.
Hmm. Sarah, how did their lives become intertwined?
How did their lives become
What
intertwined?
is the answer?
The answer, okay, after they worked on the same project.
Okay, their lives became intertwined because they got married. That's our answer.
Okay, okay.
Can you try to say that whole
Because
thing? Their lives because
okay, their lives became intertwined because they got married.
um as Esteban is saying, what is the difference between bind or bond? Well, bind is a verb. That means putting things together. And bond, uh, most of the time, is an adjective, meaning two things are very close together. I think that's it. I don't know if there's anything else to say about that. Okay, Alex, number
Yes,
two.
sir.
We're using our phrasal verb ramp up, which means to increase the intensity of something. Oh, let me erase this.
Mhm.
Right. Well, let's read the official Chat GPT definition, which is to increase something, such as speed, production, or effort, often gradually ramp up.
Okay.
Can you read number
To
two,
increase
Alex?
something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you want me to read the definition or the sentence?
Well, let's just jump to the sentence.
Okay. Can you please just scroll it up a bit
Oh, okay.
because I can't see it.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
You
No,
should
no, you okay.
maybe I'll while we're
Yeah,
waiting.
yeah, yeah.
You can see it. Okay, go ahead.
They 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 plan to ramp up security after the recent incident.
Okay, say pup. Pup.
Pop, pop, pop,
Okay.
pop,
Yeah.
pop.
Remember to
Yeah.
spit all
Ramp
that
up.
air up. Ramp up.
Okay. Ramp up. Yeah.
Mm,
They plan to ramp up security after the recent incident.
okay. Can you say that, Sarah?
Okay.
Can you read number two?
Yes, yes, sure. They plan to ramp up security the recent after the recent incident.
What does
Okay.
that mean? They
I
plan to ramp up security after the recent incident.
Yes, maybe they make the security of their home or their company more tight
Mm-hmm.
because maybe uh, yeah, maybe they face a thief or maybe a safety, so they make it more safe than in the past. Uh, maybe they put some cameras on their company or something like that. So
Okay.
that's the meaning of the sentence.
Okay. Now, we were talking about phrasal verbs. Sometimes they're very literal, and sometimes they can be pretty abstract. What do you think about ramp up? Is that a literal or abstract way of using ramp up?
No, I think it's a literal meaning. I think yeah,
Okay.
it's a literal meaning because yeah.
And so if ramp and I agree with you. And if ramp up is literal, then how should which word should you focus on? The word ramp or the word up?
Um,
Okay, and don't forget to p up.
okay. Okay. Up, up.
Up. That's good
Okay.
though. I mean, the way that you're doing it is very good. When you remember to do it, you know how to do it. Okay. So ramp
Okay.
up. Ramp up. Make that a big sound.
Ramp up.
Ramp
Okay.
up.
Ramp up.
Yeah, really it's pop.
Okay.
Ramp up.
Ramp up.
Mhm. Any other important words? Just in that phrase, they plan to ramp up. Would you emphasize any other words, do you think?
The, maybe security and the
No, just
incident.
don't read that part. Just they plan to ramp up. That's the only part. Uh,
Okay.
so plan or they or to or ramp. What
Okay.
else?
Plan.
Maybe,
Plan.
maybe
Yeah.
they plan to ramp up. Yeah, that sounds good. They plan to ramp up. Can you say it like that?
They
Make those two sounds big. They
okay.
plan to ramp up.
They plan to ramp up.
Hmm. Can you say that, Alex? They plan to ramp up.
They plan to ramp up
Okay. And what is the final part of that sentence, Alex?
security after the recent incident.
All right. And which words do you think are important in that phrase?
Security, and recent.
Okay. Security. Security. That has three syllables. Which syllable has all of the sounds? Security.
Purity,
Cure.
purity, you,
Q.
yeah,
Q.
pure,
Q.
you,
Purity. Pure.
purity.
How about recent? Recent. Where's all the sound? Re,
Eason,
re,
re.
re, re. So it sounds like this: security after the recent incident.
Security after the recent
They plan to ramp
incident.
up security after the recent incident.
The plan to ramp up security after the recent incident.
Okay, blan or plan? Which one?
Okay, plan,
Plan. Plan.
plan. Yeah.
Sarah, can you
Yeah.
try that? Security after the recent incident.
Okay. Security after the recent incident.
Okay, they plan to ramp up security after the recent incident.
Okay. They plan to ramp up security after the incident or after the recent incident.
Okay, and we'll just add a little bit of music to that. So we'll make all the important sounds, high tones, and then when we get to the final part of the phrase, we'll make that low because phrases usually end on a low note. So it should, if we add a little music, it would sound like they plan to ramp up security after the recent incident. Can you try it with a little bit of music, Sarah?
Okay. They plan to ramp up security after the recent incident.
Try to go down a little bit at the end. Recent incident.
Recent incident.
Can you try that, Alex? They plan to ramp up security after the recent incident.
The plan to ramp up security after the recent incident.
Okay. Uh, Alex, can you make a what they plan do after recent incident question?
Okay, what did they plan to do?
After
Am I right? After, yeah. after the recent incident.
Okay, now is this are we talking about the past or are we talking about a present situation in number 2?
What do they plan to do?
All right. Try again. Make the whole question.
Okay, what do they plan to do
Mhm.
to
After.
ramp up security after the recent incident?
Okay, we could do that. That's a much more complicated question, but fine.
Y-
What do they plan to do to ramp up security after the recent incident? Say it one more time.
What do they plan to do to ramp up security after the recent incident?
Okay, what is the most important word in your question?
The question word what?
Okay.
What? What do they do?
Yeah, and this is actually
What
this is a
do
what do question. So maybe what and do.
Yeah.
Not the question word do, the plan to do. Like what do they plan to do? What do they
What do they plan to do? Yeah.
Yeah, what do they plan? Oh, so we've got plan and do. What do they plan to do?
What do they plan to do?
What do they plan to do to ramp up security after the recent incident?
What do they plan to do to ramp up security after the recent incident?
Can you try that, Sarah? We'll emphasize what and plan to do. What do they plan to do?
Okay. What do they plan to do?
Emphasize what a little bit more and do a little bit
Okay.
more. What do they plan to do?
What do they plan to do?
What? Make that long. What do they plan to do?
What? Okay. What do they plan to do?
Now you're saying what, but I think it would be better if you said what.
What? Okay. Am
What?
I right now? What?
What do they plan to do?
What do they plan to do?
That's right. What do they plan to do to ramp up security after the recent incident?
What do they? Okay. I
What?
repeat again.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. What do they plan to do to ramp up security after the recent incident?
Okay, it would be a little bit better though if you could emphasize that word what more. What do they plan to do? What do?
What they plan to do?
hmm After to ramp up security after the recent incident.
Okay. What do they plan to do to ramp up security after the recent incident?
Okay. Let's answer. Let's say install cameras. How would you give that as the answer? They plan install cameras.
Maybe they installed cameras. Yes.
Or you could say they plan to. They
Yeah.
plan to install cameras
Yeah. Okay. They plan to install cameras.
to ramp up security after the recent incident.
Okay. To ramp up security after the recent incident.
Okay, is it
يبقى
ram? Is it
the
is it
answer
is
would
it
be
rambub? Is it rambub or ramp up?
ramp up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, Alex. What do they plan to do to ramp up security after the recent incident?
She planned to install camera to ramp up security after the recent incident.
Okay, great. All right, one more. And then, so after this, we're going to move on to comic book pronunciation. We've been doing a true crime comic book. And so we need two more volunteers. If anybody wants to volunteer for an opportunity, now is your chance. Pachu, are you still there? I haven't seen you in a long time. Did you fall asleep? Okay. Uh, let's see. Sarah, can you read number 3? What does number 3 say? You see that on the screen?
Okay, I will move on YouTube. Okay, okay, very then. Okay. Her confidence soared after she won the competition.
What does soar mean?
Increased.
Really, though, it means fly very high, go very high.
Go. Okay, fly very high. Okay.
Okay. So her confidence, maybe it was low, and now it's very high. It's flying very high. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. And Alex, can you read number three?
Her confidence soared after she won the competition.
Okay. And does that make sense to you? The idea, her confidence
Hmm.
went very high up in the sky after Now, is it competition or competition?
Competition, yeah.
Yeah, that's better. Okay, Alex, what are the
Okay.
first?
Look, I promise you, I will work on this
I
better.
think it
Yeah,
would take it
I'll
takes
get it better.
it takes some time. I think.
Yeah, I get it better. I get it better.
Okay. Oh, can you read the first three words of that sentence? What does it say?
Her confidence soared.
What are the important words in that phrase?
Soared.
Okay.
Okay, and think confidence as well, but
Yeah, I think
I don't know.
I think you're right. Confidence. Confidence. Which syllable should we
Con,
focus on? Confidence.
uh, uh,
Con,
confidence.
con, con, con. Confidence. Confidence. So
confidence.
we make those sounds very big and the other sounds will be very
Mm.
small. For confidence soared.
Her confidence soared.
Can you try that, Sarah? Her confidence soared.
Okay. Her confidence soared.
And what is the final part of that phrase, Sarah?
The final part.
Yes.
Soared.
What is the final part of the sentence that we have written after?
Yeah. After she won the competition.
What do you think are the important words in that phrase?
Won. Won. And competition.
Okay. Can you say this word again? One. How do you pronounce that?
Won.
One. Starts with an oo sound. One.
Yeah.
One.
Won.
Now,
Won.
competition. Competition. That has four syllables. Which syllable has all of the sound? Competition. Competition.
Competition. Competition.
T.
Competition.
T. T. T.
Competition. Yeah.
Competition. Competition.
Competition.
Can, can
Huh?
you say can you say the whole phrase? Make the little sounds little and the big sounds really big. After she won the competition,
After she won the competition.
her confidence soared after she won the competition.
Her confidence soared after she won the competition.
Can you try that, Alex? After she won the competition,
After she won the competition,
her confidence soared after she won the competition.
her confidence soared after she won the competition.
Okay, and then we'll add a little bit of music. We'll just make all the important sounds red. That means it's a high tone. And then the final sound we'll make low because it's the end of a phrase. And that's normally
Okay.
you will end a phrase is with a lower tone. So it should sound something like her confidence soared after she won the competition.
Her
Can,
confidence soared after she won the competition.
can you try that, Sarah? Her confidence soared after she won the competition.
Okay. Her confidence soared after she won the competition.
Okay. Sarah, when I say that word sword, I'm going to say it very slowly. How many vowel sounds do you hear in the middle? Sword. How many vowels?
One
Well,
vowel sound.
it is technically it's one vowel sound, but if you listen, there are actually three sounds.
Wait.
Sword. Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Can you try to say it like that? Sword.
Sword.
Sword. Oh. Oh.
Sword.
Mhm.
Sword.
Sword. So there are a lot of sounds in there. And if you try to just pronounce one sound like oh, sword, that would be very hard for people to understand sometimes. So it's important to notice that there are a lot of sounds in there. Sword. It's a very long sound and it's very
Long
dirty.
O. Mm.
Oh, sword. Sarah, can you make a why question? Why her confidence soar?
Okay. Why did her confidence soar?
After,
Yeah, okay, I will complete. Okay, after she won the
mm,
competition.
say the whole thing again. Why?
Okay, why did her confidence soar after she won the competition?
What is the most important word in your question?
Why?
Okay, so it sounds like this. Why did her? Why did her?
Why did her?
Why did
Why did
her?
her?
Why did her confidence soar?
Why did her confidence soar?
Why did her confidence soar after she won the competition?
Okay, why did her confidence soar after she won the competition?
Can you try that, Alex? Why did her? Why did her?
Why did her confidence soar after she won the competition?
Okay. Let's see. Let's say because she was number one in the world.
Yeah. Her confidence soared after she won the competition because she was number one.
Competition or competition? Compa.
Competition.
Competition.
Competition, yeah,
Hmm.
competition.
Sarah, why
Okay.
did her confidence soar after she won the competition?
Because she won the uh, because she's number one, or
Number
she
one in the
won the
world.
competition
Number one in the
in the
world.
world.
Yeah.
Okay, because she's number one in the world. Okay.
Hmm. Her confidence soared after the competition because she's number one in the world. Try to say everything.
Yes. Okay. Her confidence soared because she's number one in the world.
Her confidence
Yeah.
soared after she won the competition because she was number one in the world.
Okay. Her confidence soared after she won the competition because she's number one in the world.
All right. Now, Pachu says that he would like to join. We're going to move on now to comic book pronunciation practice. So we have this comic book here. We're going to read the dialogue from the comic book, and we're going to focus. I have to make this smaller. We're going to focus on just pronunciation of the dialogue. So this is just a way to focus on pronunciation. Let's see. I've got to make this smaller. So Pachu, I've only got one volunteer. So if Alex or Sarah, if one of you would like to stay, you
I don't mind. I can put myself on mute if Sarah want to practice. I'll keep myself for the next round, or it's
okay.
up to her. I don't mind.
Sarah, do you want to practice this one?
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's okay.
I, 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 I'll mute myself. Yeah, sure, definitely.
All right. All right. Let me just get this ready here. Oh, let's see. Got to center this so we can see the whole thing. Okay. I don't remember. We haven't done this in a couple of weeks, so I forgot where we stopped. Uh, it doesn't matter. This is kind of a silly story anyway. But uh, I think we better let's start on this page. Okay. All right. So we've got Pachu here. Pachu, can you hear me? Are you there, Pachu?
Professor,
Hello. Yes,
could you please
Go ahead, Sarah. What?
zoom in the picture because I barely see you what's the picture or what's the content of the picture. Could you please zoom in, please?
Zoom in. Oh, okay. All right. Can you see? Well, it would take a minute for you to see it, I think. Okay, so we'll start with Pachu, but then I think you should be able to see this. It's pretty big. It's covering most of the screen. Pachu, can you read the first bubble? What does it say?
yeah. I got an idea. We'll go to Cleveland.
Hmm.
There is a bank there I always wanted to touch.
So I think that means I've always wanted to rob. I think that's his way of saying I always wanted to rob this particular bank in Cleveland. Cleveland is a city in the U.S. So, almost always, if you have the word have, you could, instead of saying have, you could almost always use have got instead. So, I have a job, I have got a job. It's very similar. It means the same thing. You can almost always do that with have and have got. But then if you
Yeah,
do that, then you could make a contraction and you can say, I've got. That's very normal. That's very typical. I've got a job. So that means the same thing as
yeah,
have a job. And that's acceptable. But this is bad English. This is I got without the have, which is not good. And you shouldn't do it. But people talk like that. I think I talk like that sometimes if I'm having a conversation with someone. But it's bad. Don't do it. Okay. So this should
yes.
be I have got an idea. Pachu, what are the important words in that phrase? I've got an idea.
Yeah, the idea and got
Yeah. Okay. So can you read that again? Now, idea. Where is all of the sound in there?
uh,
Idea. Where is the sound?
dia,
D. D. D.
d.
All right.
Yeah,
So it should sound like this. I got an idea.
I got an idea.
Got. Make got longer. I got an idea.
Uh, I got an idea.
Hmm. What is the next sentence, Pachu?
We'll go to Cleveland.
No, in that phrase. Oh no, we we missed a line. Okay, we'll go back to that line in a minute. In that phrase, we'll go to Cleveland. What do you suppose are the important words?
The Cleveland.
Okay, now is it Cleveland or Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Hmm. It's important that it's long because of the V sound, but also that's the accented syllable. Cleveland. So it's a very long sound there.
Yes.
Say it
The
again.
Cleveland.
Hmm.
The
And
Cleveland.
Cleveland, make it long, very long in duration.
Yes. The Cleveland.
Hmm. And go, right? Also go.
Yes.
If go is an important word, how should you pronounce it?
Is a gov. Is a gov.
Go. Make it longer. Make it longer.
Go.
We'll,
Go.
we'll go to Cleveland.
We'll go out to Cleveland.
I've got an idea. We'll go to Cleveland.
I got an idea. We'll go to Cleveland.
Okay. And let's read from there to there. So we have there's a bank there. There's a bank there. Let's just focus on that. What do you suppose are the important words?
Is a bank.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, bank only.
But I think that second there, which means in that place, I think that might be an important word. There's a bank there.
Yes.
I think I would focus on
Yes.
words. There's a bank there. There's a bank there.
Okay. There's a bank there.
There.
There means
In that place. Over there in that place. In
yeah, the
Cle-
Cleveland.
yeah, in Cleveland. There's a bank in Cleveland.
Yeah,
There's a bank there.
yeah, there's bank there.
Hmm. So let's make bank and there very long words. There's a bank there.
There's a bank there.
I got an idea. We'll go to Cleveland. There's a bank there.
I got an idea. We'll go to Cleveland. There's a bank there.
There's a bank there.
There's a bank there.
I always wanted to. I think that touch means rob. Let's just say rob instead of touch. Nobody talks like that anymore. So we'll just say to rob. There's a bank there. I always wanted to rob. What are the important words in I always wanted to rob?
Yes, so always and Rob also.
Okay. Always and rob. Okay. Always. Which syllable has all of the sound in always?
The first always.
Always. Can you say it like that? Always.
Always.
Hmm. And how about rob?
The Rob.
Rob, especially because of the B at the end, that makes the vowel sound longer. So it's a pretty long sound. Rob.
Yes, the Rob.
Always wanted to rob.
Ah, I always wanted to rob.
I've got an idea. We'll go to Cleveland. There's a bank there. I always wanted to rob.
I got an idea. We'll go to Cleveland. There's a bank there. I always wanted to rob.
Okay, to rob. Very long. Very long.
Rob.
Rob. Okay. Now, I accidentally skipped the first line. So we have to go back and read the first line. Okay.
O- Okay.
So can you read the full bubble, Pachu? What does it say?
Well, we are broke, so we got a full another job. Yeah, got any ideas? How about you, Scare?
Scar.
Scar.
Scar. Okay. Do you know what that means? We're broke. To be broke. Have you ever seen that before?
Hey, broke means simply uh, into a small pieces.
Okay, that's broken. Well, some people might say
Oh,
broke, but that's pretty bad. But it should be broken. Okay, but when you say broke, that means I have no money.
okay.
Yeah, so if
Okay.
Pachu, if you say to me, "Oh, can you buy me a coffee?" I would say, "I'm sorry, Pachu, I'm broke." That
Okay.
no, that's very normal. That's a very very common phrase, and that means I have no money, zero money,
Yeah. Okay.
and it's
Yes.
really common. You'll see that in movies and books, people talking to each other. They always say that. Oh, I can't wait until I get paid next week because I'm broke.
Okay. I will notice now. Okay.
Yeah, that's really common. Unfortunately, that's a very common thing to say. I'm broke. So he says, "Well, we're
Okay.
broke."
Well, we are broke.
Okay, and what is the important word in that phrase? Well, we're broke.
It's a,
Hello, Pachu, are you there?
yes.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Broke.
okay, broke. That's right. So can you make that O longer? Bro.
Broke.
Well, we're broke.
Well, we are broke.
Okay. And then we've got again we have to we have to do another job. Okay, he's saying pull, but I just want to make it easier for a minute. To do a job or pull a job means to rob a bank or rob a store, something like that. That's criminal talk. Okay. So
Yes.
we have to do another job. We have to rob another bank. We have to rob another store. We have to do another job. We have to pull another job. We have to, or we have. Esteban says, "I'm broke" or "I'm broken." Okay, if you Esteban, if you say "I'm broken," that means that somebody damaged your mental health. So that means that maybe someone hurt you very badly, hurt your heart, or hurt your mind, and it means now you're kind of crazy or ruined. But if you say I'm broke, that means I have no money. Okay? So you could say either one, but they mean two very different things. I'm broke means I have no money. I'm broken means somebody broke my heart, somebody broke my mind. So they mean very different things. All right, so we have to. This changes to
Yes.
have got to, have got to. We have got to pull another job. This
So we
becomes,
have
go ahead, what?
so we have got to
We have
pull
got to.
another job.
Okay. But this
Mm.
becomes we've got to. We've got to. Can you say it like that? We've got to pull another job.
We have we have got to pull
Make a
another job.
contraction. Make a contraction with we and have. We've. We've.
We've
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 got to. We've got to pull another job.
we've got to pull another job.
We've gotta. We've gotta. We've gotta pull another job.
We got 'em. We got to we gotta we
This is,
gotta
go ahead.
we gotta pull another job.
Hmm. Now, so that's that. We're getting up to this is acceptable. We've got to pull. We've got to pull another job, and now we're going into the wrong territory, which is we gotta pull another job.
Yeah. Yes.
Can you say that? We gotta pull another job.
We gotta pull another job.
Okay. Uh, what are the important words in that phrase? We gotta pull another job.
Is another.
Okay. How about gotta?
Yes.
Mhm. So we
We gotta.
gotta. So we gotta pull another job.
We gotta pull another job.
Okay. Uh, Pachu, if I have a phrase, a sentence, you have, right? What would be another way of saying you have?
You've. You've.
Well, you could say you have got, right? Any almost always, if you have, you could substitute that with have got. Not always, but 90% of the time you can do that. You have. What is another way of saying you have?
You have. You have got.
Okay, you have got. You have got. That's right. Uh, so, how would you make a question with you have got? Do you know how to make a question with that phrase? You have got.
Uh, uh, do you have got? Have you? Do you have
No, no, you were right the first time.
got?
You were right the first time. Have you got?
Sorry. Have you got?
Have
Yes.
you got? Okay. Like, have you got a pencil? Like, do you have a pencil?
Yeah.
So, two ways. Do you have a pencil? Have you got a pencil? Two different ways to make the same question, right?
Yes.
Okay. But in very casual speech, you probably don't say, have you got? Well, some people do, some people don't. They might say, you got? Like, hey, Pachu, you got a pencil? That would be a very informal way of asking for a pencil. You got a pencil?
Okay. You got a pencil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here the man says, you got any ideas? That's very typical.
Yeah. You got any ideas?
Uh, Esteban says words finishing with double L I almost don't hear the sound. Is that correct? Well, do you know that when something finishes with an L, it's almost really like a U sound? Pencil, pencil. That's really almost a U sound. So, but there's no difference between double L and one L. It sounds the same to me, at least. But it could sound like an ooh. Actually, I think in the UK, you might hear some people, instead of saying wheel, like we apostrophe LL, we will, wheel, you'll hear wheel. It's an ooh sound. Sometimes that L becomes a U for some people. Is that what you're asking about? I'm not sure. Let me know if I answered your question. So, Pachu, you got any ideas? Very common. Say that again.
Yes. You got any ideas?
Okay. All right. So that's do you have any ideas? Have you got any ideas? You got any ideas? What are the important words in that phrase, in that question?
Yes. Any,
Okay.
any,
Any ideas? You got any ideas? Maybe ideas too. Any ideas? You got any ideas?
yeah. Got any ideas?
You got any? You got any?
You got any? You got any?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then he asks another person. His name is Scar. Pachu, do you know what a scar is?
Uh, Scar means like a small, yeah, a small cut.
Well, it's not really the cut. It's after the cut. I'm showing you a picture right now of a scar. I don't know if you can see it yet.
Yes, yes,
Yeah. So the cut is finished. That was a long time ago. But the scar stays there. Right? Is that pretty clear
yes,
what a scar is?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is
Okay.
this is I guess somebody's nickname. How about you, Scar? How about you, Scar? He's asking a guy named Scar.
How about you, Scar?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's read both of the bubbles, Pachu, together so that we're in sequence. And then Sarah will join us to read the next cell. Okay. Can you read from the beginning to the end, the two bubbles that we just read without stopping? And
O-
remember to emphasize the important words or the important sounds.
Okay. Well, we are broke, so we gotta pull another job. Yeah. Got any ideas? How about you, Scar? Yeah, I got an idea. We'll go to Cleveland. There is a bank there, and I always wanted to rob.
Yeah. Yes, Rob. I mean, touch. I don't know. That's like weird criminal talk. I don't know what that, but that's the idea. Okay. So Sarah, let's read the next picture. Okay. Uh, are you there, Sarah?
Yes.
Okay. Can
Yes,
you
I'm
see?
here.
Can
Yeah.
you can you read everything? Does that? Can you see everything clearly?
Yes, I will try. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
What
Okay.
does it say in the blue box?
Okay. Yes. Okay. It it just opened.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. That yeah. Is that okay? Just opened. Okay. There is no customers. I'm not able to say it clearly because uh, the words are really difficult to read. Okay.
Okay. Is it because
It's
it's
perfect.
too small, or it's just the printing is difficult?
Yeah, the printing. Yeah,
Oh,
the printing is difficult. Yeah, it
okay.
just opened. There is no customers. Yes. Yet. Yes, there is not. Okay. It
Mhm.
just opened. Okay, it's just open. There is no customers yet. It's perfect. Let's go.
Okay, so the bank just opened. It just opened. What is the what is the important word in that phrase?
Opened. Just opened.
Well, what's the difference between saying it opened and it just opened? Is there a difference in the meaning?
Get opened.
Yeah, if we
It
have,
just opened.
I'm going to write to, so it opened, I'm writing this in Discord, so maybe that would be easier for you to see. And is there any difference
Okay.
between these two sentences? It opened and it just opened.
Yeah, it opened. Yes, it maybe the supermarket where, for instance, it's opened right now. Maybe like or it's openings like it's the first time to open. Okay, but it just opened. I think maybe it was closed and maybe it's just open right now.
Okay,
So I think that's the difference. Yeah.
so there is a difference. We don't really, if you say it opened, we don't know about the time. But if you say it just
Yeah.
opened, it sounds like maybe 1 minute ago, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Okay, so do you think which word is more important, opened or just?
Just yeah.
Okay, right. So I think that would be what we would emphasize here. It just opened.
It just opened.
Yeah. And how about this is very bad English. Okay, it should be there are no customers yet, but he talks like a street person, so he says there's no customers yet. What do you think are the important words in that phrase?
Customers and yet as well. Yes, I
Oh,
think
there's
both of
no
them.
customers yet. I think in this case, I think that maybe the words we want to emphasize are no and yet. Those I think are most important. Maybe customers also. There's no customers yet.
Okay.
Uh, or
There
maybe
is
no
no
customers. Maybe no customers. Can you try that? There's no customers yet.
okay. There is no customers.
Yet and then yet.
Okay. Okay. There is no customers yet.
Okay.
Okay.
So it just opened. There's no customers yet.
It just opened. There is no customers yet.
Okay. How about it's perfect? What are the important words in that sentence?
Perfect.
Okay, and that has two syllables. Which syllable gets all of the attention?
Perfect. The second one. Perfect. No, the first one. The first
The
one.
first one.
Perfect.
The first one. It's
Yeah.
perfect. It's
Yeah. It's
perfect.
perfect. Yeah. Because the second one it would go perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Yes.
That would be well. That would be a verb. If you say perfect, that
Yeah.
means
Yeah.
to make something perfect. That would be a verb, but we want the adjective.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
It just opened. There's no customers yet. It's perfect.
Yes. It just opened. There's no customers yet. It's perfect.
Esteban, can you in the chat can you give an example of a word with a double L where you feel like the vowel sound is extended? Okay, let's see. And what about in this final phrase? Let's go. Are there any important words? Which word would you emphasize in that phrase?
Let's go. Go.
Let's go. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
The
think you're right. I
both
think
of
you're
them.
right about that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Let's go.
Let's go. Make the O bigger.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. Uh, Esteban, Alex is right. He's talking about voiced sounds. I try to avoid using fancy words like voice, but let's just say that it's a sound. When you make that "oh," that's a sound that happens down in your throat. Okay, and if you make a sound that happens down in your throat, a consonant, it will make the vowel sound in front of it longer. So that would be like pick and pig. Pick is a sound that you push out. And notice how short the vowel sound is. Pick, pick, eh. But the G sound in pig, that's a K, but it's down in your throat instead of out pushing out the sound. Because of that, it makes the vowel sound longer. Listen to the difference. Pick, pig. It's the same sound, but the G, because of the G, it's longer. And also, that happens with the double L, because the L, you can feel that's in your throat. That's not something that you push out of your mouth. And because of that, it makes the vowel sound in front of it longer. Okay, Sarah, final bubble. What does it say in the last bubble of this cell?
Final bubble.
Yes, just like I told you, the final bubble in the picture.
Okay, I will try it again. Yes, yes, yeah, okay. Just like I told you, not I'm not able to say
Cup,
to
cup,
see
cup, cup.
afterwards.
Do you know that word cup?
Cup, yeah,
What is a cup?
cup. It's like a glass or
Oh,
something
okay,
like that.
that's cup. That's cup. This is cup.
Cup, yeah, a police officer, yeah, cup, police
Yeah.
officer.
Mhm. So no police officers around. I don't see any police officers. Not a cop in sight.
Okay,
Can you read it again? Just like I told you. Not a cop in sight.
okay. Just like I told you, not a cup inside.
Okay, but is it cup or cop?
Cup.
Mm-hmm. Cop. Well, maybe we should
Okay.
practice that for a minute. Let's. I'm just going to write that. Write that up here. 2 words. Maybe it's important to talk about the difference between these two because there's quite a bit of a difference in the sound, but also in the way that you make it. Okay, I'm going to write that in the Discord so you can see it quickly. We've got number 1 and number 2. Okay, Sarah, do you see number 1 and number 2?
On YouTube or here
Well,
in
either one.
Discord.
Doesn't matter. It's the same.
Okay. It didn't appear for me on Discord here, so it will take some time to
Okay.
appear.
Yeah, and I accidentally spelled cup wrong in Discord. Let me put that. Uh, all right. Do you see it?
Okay, I will say it again. No, it didn't
No?
appear.
Oh wow.
No,
Okay, but can you see it in Discord? It's in Discord also.
because okay,
Do you see it?
no, because my internet is breaking up, so
Oh,
that's the
okay.
problem with me.
Okay. All right. Well, so I'll practice with Pachu and then let me know when you can see it. Pachu, can you see number 1?
Yes, sir.
What is number 1? What does it say?
Is a cup.
Cup. Cup. Okay, but that's a vowel sound in the down here in the bottom of your throat. So that's a vowel sound that you eat. You have to push down into your throat to say number 1. Cup. 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 You push down. Cup.
Cup. Cup.
Hmm.
Cup.
But when you say number 2, then you have to redirect the ear. The ear you have to push up. Actually, if you pretend there's an H after the vowel sound, that would be helpful because an H is pushing air out of your mouth. It's cop,
Cup. Cup.
cop,
Cup.
ah. Push the air out of your throat. Ah,
Cup.
cop.
Cup.
So number 1 is cup. You have to feel that down in your throat when you do that. You're not really put cup, cup. You're not really pushing air out of your mouth. You're eating air. Cup, cup.
There's a cup,
And
cup.
how's number two?
There's a cup, cup.
Number two.
There's a cup, cup,
Cop. This is you pushing the air out of your mouth. Cop, cop.
cup, cup, cup.
Sarah, do you see it now? Can you see those words?
Yes. Cub
Okay.
and cub.
Say number one.
Cub.
Cup. So you feel that down in your throat. Cup. Cup. It's down here.
Cub.
Cup.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
when you
Cub.
say number two, it's like you're pushing the air out, like you're saying an H. Cop.
Up. Cub.
Cop.
Like that.
Ah.
Okay. Cub.
Cop. Ah. Cop.
Cub.
Cop. You really, if you kind of pretend that you're not going to see this for several minutes probably, but I'm just going to write it here and I'm going to write it in Discord also. That if you pretend that there's an H, because if you pretend that there's an H after the vowel sound, it will make you think about pushing the air out of your throat. Ah, ah, cop.
Okay. Cub. Cub.
Yeah, that's better. You see, if you pretend that
Yeah.
there's an H there, it makes you push the air out more. Cop.
Cub.
Yeah, it's exaggerated. It doesn't really sound like that, but I mean that's closer than what you were saying before. Cop.
Okay.
hmm Esteban says, "I
Cub.
didn't understand. Thanks. Sorry. What do you mean that you still don't understand? It's not clear, or you understand now? I just want to make sure." Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's go back to our comic. Okay. This time, let's Pachu. Can you read the next cell? What does it say here?
Okay. The gang was quickly. What is this?
Brought, brought, brought.
Okay. Brought to their to trial and
Okay, so actually, I think we skipped something here. There was actually a cop. Look, there's the cop watching them. They're saying, "Oh, there's not a cop in sight," and then I didn't see this down here. And the cop says, "That's what you think." So there was a police officer watching them. Okay, and then so in the next picture, what is a trial, Pachu?
so the okay. The gang was quickly brought to trial. Gang.
What is a trial? What does that mean, trial?
Yes. So the criminal was brought to the court.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay. Now, in that phrase, the gang was quickly brought to trial. What are the important words?
The gang and quickly and trial.
Okay. So let's focus on those. We'll make those sounds very big, and then we'll make the other sounds very small. The gang was quickly brought to trial.
The gang was quickly brought to trial.
Okay. Can you read the next bubble? I don't know if you can see everything. Let me try to refocus that so it's easier to see.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Okay. It is the verdict of this court that you are delivered to the stats. What is this?
Penitent
Is
penitentiary.
penitentiary
Mm-hmm.
where you will be confined for the what is
Rest of your
this rest?
rest.
Rest.
Uh-huh.
Okay, rest of your natural lives.
Okay. All right. So let's take a look at that. We've got it's the verdict. What does that word verdict mean?
So it is a decision of the court.
Uh-huh, that's right. I'm surprised you knew that. Is there a reason for that, or you just for some reason you know that?
No, I know it. I know it. Yeah, it is.
Hmm. Okay. I'm just checking the origin. My what well, let me just okay, yeah. That's I thought I was right. Okay. There are two words in there. You've got the word ver, which means truth, and then you have the word dict, which means to say. So that word verdict means saying the truth. But you're right, it's
Mm.
the decision of the court. Okay. So it is the verdict of this court that you be delivered to the state penitentiary. Do you know the word penitent? Penitent?
Penitent? No, sir.
Okay, penitent means to feel bad about the things that you've done that are wrong.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
uh, Pachu, you lied to me. I'm sorry. That looks like you're penitent, like you really feel bad about it. Does that make
Yes.
sense? Maybe we'll make that a word to practice. Penitent. It's not a terribly common word, but we could use it. Let's see.
Yes.
Penitent.
Yeah.
Okay. But penitent means to feel bad about the things that you've done that are wrong. Okay.
Yes.
So a penitentiary is a place where you're supposed to go, where you're supposed to feel bad about the bad things that you did. So what do you think a penitentiary is? Where are they going?
Yes. With the yes, the court,
The prison, the jail.
jail. Yes.
So a penitentiary is a prison. That's you put people there and then you hope that they feel bad about what they did.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yes. Got it.
Penitentiary. Penitentiary.
Penitentiary. Penitentiary.
Penitentiary. Penitentiary.
Pen. Penitentiary.
Penitentiary. Hmm. Okay.
Penitentiary.
So
Penitentiary.
it's the decision of this court that you be delivered to the state penitentiary, so to the state prison, the state jail.
Yeah.
Okay. How
It is the
long?
body of this.
Yeah, go ahead. What?
Yeah. No. I want to read that
Go
line.
ahead. Read it again.
It is the verdict of this court that you are delivered to the state penitentiary where, yeah, penitentiary.
Okay. Where? What is the rest of it?
Oh, where you will be confined for the rest of your natural lives.
So how long do they have to stay in the prison?
So, a whole life.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Now in the first phrase, it is the verdict of this court. What are the important words?
The verdict and this court is maybe this, yeah,
Okay, so verdict and let's see, it is the verdict of
court
which one? Well, this is interesting. Which word do you think would be better to emphasize, this or court?
is, if you say this is okay,
Yeah, I think court would be better
it's-
here. Because if you say it is the verdict of this court, that means maybe other courts would give you a different verdict.
yes, yeah, just I want to say that, yeah,
So it might be better to say it is the verdict of this court and not emphasize that.
okay,
Now the
okay,
the word verdict Verdict. Which word has all of the emphasis? Verdict. Verdict.
Yeah, is a verdict.
Hmm. Verdict.
Is a first. Is a first.
That's right. So it is the verdict of this court.
It is the verdict of this court
Okay. And then uh can you read the next can you read up to the word penitentiary?
that will be delivered to the state penitentiary.
Okay. Esteban has written something. Esteban, I think we're going to start practicing talking. So I'll try to help you with that with a little, maybe do a little exercise with Pachu to notice something, and maybe it will be clearer for you. I know that you don't want to practice, uh, be, but maybe we can do a little exercise with Pachu before we start with the vocabulary. So if you just wait maybe 5 or 10 minutes, we'll try to clarify that. Okay. So, Pachu, that you be delivered to this state penitentiary. I'm sorry, can you repeat which words are important again?
Yes, so delivered and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the penitentiary. Penitentiary.
Okay, and maybe also state.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
okay, yeah.
Now, if you say delivered, delivered, delivered,
Deliver,
which syllable has all of the sound?
okay. Delivered, deliver, live,
Deliver,
delivered,
delivered, delivered,
live,
live.
del-
That you be delivered,
that you will be delivered
okay, to the state penitentiary.
to the state penitentiary.
Penit, pen, say pen,
Pen,
penitent,
penitent,
penitentia,
penitentia,
penitentiary.
penitentiary.
That you be delivered to the state penitentiary.
You will deliver to the state penitentiary.
Now, in the next phrase, where you will be confined, what are the important words?
Confined.
Maybe also will. Where?
Okay,
Because it kind
where,
of means
where?
the place you're going, right?
Yes,
Where you'll be confined. Where you'll be confined.
where will be confined.
Hmm. So you be delivered to the state penitentiary, where you'll be confined.
You should you be delivered to the state penitentiary where you will be confined.
Okay. And what is the final part of the phrase?
Confined
Oh,
for the rest of your natural lives.
what do you suppose are the important words in that phrase?
The natural
Mhm.
and also the natural rest is also maybe
Okay. So for the rest of your natural lives.
the rest of your natural lives.
All right. Okay. Uh, well, maybe we should. Sarah's left because she's having internet problems. And then she said, "Well, Alex, if you want, you can join," which is fine. If you want to join, Alex, you can. Uh,
Sure, I'm here.
okay. Well, let's do this though, because Esteban was asking a question, and I just want to, because I think it's really important to talk about. I think he's asking two questions, and so let's just take a minute to look at that before we go on. I think Pacho and Alex already know this because we've been practicing this for a while. but
Mhm.
it's good to review it for people who haven't seen it before. Let's see. I'm trying to think of another example here. How about uh, Esteban? Are you still there? Because I haven't seen you write in a little while. So hopefully you're still watching this because I want to answer this for you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know you're asking about the L, but I want to make one point first before I talk about the L. Okay. So the first thing, and I was trying to explain this. Maybe it's not very easy to get without writing something down. Okay, but this is the first thing that you have to understand is that there are some consonants that you will push out of your mouth, that you will spit. Okay, and there are some consonants that you will eat, and maybe in every other way they're the same, but there's this one difference. Well, we can do another one with p, maybe like we can do lip and lib. You have these pairs of consonants, okay, and some you push out of your mouth, and some you eat. Okay. Pachu, can you read number one and number two, the first word pair?
It's a pig.
And number two?
It's a pig.
Okay. And number one, is that a spitting sound? Is that a sound you push out of your mouth, or is that a sound you eat?
Yeah, the push out
Push out,
our
push
mouth.
out. Okay. And how about number two? Is that a sound that you push out? The G, is that a sound you push out or a sound that you eat?
Eat.
Okay.
Eating sound.
Okay. And then whenever you have an eating sound, this is the important part, Esteban. When you have an eating sound, when you have to eat the consonant, it makes the vowel in front of it longer. Okay, that's the first part of your question because you said, "Oh, when you say pull, that sounds very long." Okay, but this I'm explaining to you why it sounds long. And then we'll talk about the L in a minute. Okay, Pachi, say number 1 again.
It's a pig.
Okay, and say number 2.
It's a pig.
Pig. Okay, the I sound is the same, but it's longer in number 2 because a G is a sound that you eat. A G is a K that you eat. Alex, can you say the second word pair? What is number 1?
Big
No,
and big.
yeah. Can you say the next word pair? Number 1.
Give, gave.
Okay. Now an F, a V number 2 is just an F that you eat. You have gif,
Mhm.
and then you have give. So, which one do you eat and which one do you push out, Alex?
F is push out.
Okay.
V eat.
Okay. And so because you eat number 2, that makes the I much longer. Give, right?
Mhm.
And say it again. Say number 2, which is very short, and say number 1, which is very short, and number 2, which is very long.
Give, gave.
That's right. Gif and give. Because you eat the V. That's why the vowel sound is long. Pachu, what is the next word pair? What is the first word?
It's a lip.
Okay.
Lip.
What is number 2?
It's a lib.
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 Okay, a B is just a P that you eat. So you push out number 1, lip. That makes a very short duration for I. Lip. But number 2,
Lip.
you eat. So it's lib. Lib.
Lib.
Okay. Right. So that's why in a word like, because L is a sound that you eat. L. It doesn't have a maybe It doesn't really have an equivalent, I don't think, on the other side. But maybe an R, but you kind of eat an R too. Uh, but that's why in a word like full, you make the vowel sound very long because of the L. The L happens down in your throat. That makes the vowel sound in front of it much longer. Or pull. Now, I don't know what kind of English you're listening to, okay? But it's very common that in the UK they don't really pronounce an L. It sounds more like a W or a U. So somebody in the UK, instead of saying pull, they might say pull, they finish it with a big kiss, pull. But you still have that long vowel sound, and that's how you know that it's a. Uh, that's how you know that there's an L there. So I'm trying to think of another word like fool. Okay, let's do this. This is not really a word, I don't think. Foo. Okay. Alex. Oh, wait. Alex, can you see the two words that I have up on the screen?
Not up yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Fool.
Okay, but number one, foo, foo, foo,
Yeah. Fool. Yeah.
foo.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but now let's pretend that we're in the UK and we pronounce W's instead of L's sometimes. How would you say number two?
Fool.
Okay, but let's not pronounce the L at the end because sometimes they don't do that. It's optional to pronounce the L.
Yeah. Fool.
Okay, but it's not
Yeah.
foo. It's not foo because of the L. It must be very much longer. Even if you don't pronounce the L, you still have to
Fool.
make the vowel sound.
Fool.
So it's foo.
Fool. Yeah. Yeah.
So number one is foo, and number two is fool.
Fool.
It's very
Fool. Fool.
okay. So Esteban says, I'm listening to American English 90% and 10% British. But that's the problem, though. I mean, that's where the problem is. Really, sometimes the L, even in American English, can just sound like ooh. But I think it's more noticeable in the UK than it is in the US. But I remember watching something where, like a linguistics video, where they were pronouncing the word oil and pronounced just like that, oil. But then they played it backwards.
Fool.
They played it backwards, and it sounded like the same word. It still sounded like oil. So that L at the end is kind of like a U sound. Sarah says British accent is unbearable. Oh, come on. It's not that bad. Okay. Well, I hope that I answered your question a little bit more, Esteban. Esteban. You can tell me if I did or I didn't. Okay. All right. I don't think we're going to do a story tonight because I'm getting tired, but we can still do these three vocabulary words, okay? I hope you don't mind.
Uh-huh. Jesus, not at all.
But let's get this open here. All right. So the things that I wanted to practice, uh, let's see. Let's ask ChatGPT to give me an example of this. Okay. So, Pachi, do you remember what it means to be broke? What does that mean, to be broke?
Yeah, means no money.
Right. Absolutely no money. To be to be completely poor. Okay. Alex, have you seen that before? To be broke? That's a very common expression. People
Yeah.
use that all the time.
Yeah. From hand to mouth,
From hand to mouth.
like from hand.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it would be more typical to say to be broke than to say to hand them up. But you can do that.
Yeah.
Some people will get that. Okay, and
But broke means you're not a millionaire.
well, probably most people who aren't millionaires are broke because these days you have to have $1 million to be okay.
Yeah,
And if you don't, then you're broke.
yeah.
Can you read the example? What does it say, Alex?
After paying the rent, he was completely broke.
Okay, absolutely no money after paying the rent.
Mhm.
Okay. In that first part, after paying the rent, what are the important words, would you say?
Paying rent.
Okay, paying and rent. All right.
Mhm.
And in paying, which syllable has all of the sound?
A, long A.
Pay, pay, pay. And rent, that's easy because
Paying
it's one syllable.
rent. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it sounds something like uh, after paying the rent.
After paying the rent.
Can you try that, Pacho? After paying the rent.
After paying the rent,
What is the final part of that phrase, Pacho?
he was completely broke.
And what are the important words in that phrase?
Completely,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right.
yeah.
Completely broke. Yeah, maybe just completely. That would be okay. And uh, that's a pretty long word. Where is all the sound? Which syllable has all of the sound? Completely.
Complete, literally, complete,
Completely. Completely. Where's the focus in that word? Completely.
lit, completely,
Plea.
Eat.
Plea. Plea.
plea,
Plea.
plea,
Plea. Completely broke.
okay. Completely broke,
Oh, maybe we'll emphasize broke also. Maybe that would be good. Okay, so completely broke.
completely broke.
After paying the rent, he was completely broke.
After paying the rent, he was completely broke.
Can you say that, Alex? Completely broke.
Completely broke.
He was completely broke.
He was completely broke.
After paying the rent, he was completely broke.
After paying the rent, he was completely broke.
Okay, let's add a little bit of music to this. So we'll add some high tones to all of our important sounds, but except for the last part, we'll make that low. We'll make that blue to represent a lower tone.
Okay.
So it should sound something like after paying the rent, he was completely broke. Can you try it with a little bit of music, Alex?
After paying the rent, he was completely broke.
Can you try that, Pachu? After paying the rent, he was completely broke.
After paying the
Broke.
rent, he was completely broke.
Okay,
Broke.
all right.
Broke.
Pachu, can you make a why he completely broke after paying rent question?
Why was he completely broke after paying the rent?
Okay, what is your most important word in that question?
Why?
Okay,
Why?
so it sounds like this: Why was he? Why was he? Why was he?
Why was he?
Why?
Why was he?
Why was he completely broke after paying the rent?
Why was he completely broke after paying the rent?
Can you try that, Alex? Why was he completely broke after paying the rent?
Why was he completely broke after paying the rent?
Okay, let's answer. Let's say because he is irresponsible.
He was completely broke after paying the rent because he was irresponsible.
Because he is irresponsible.
Irresponsible because he irresponsible.
Oh, let's. I'm going to write that. Okay, irresponsible. You know that word, right? You've seen that
Irresponsible.
before.
Yes.
Okay, what does irresponsible mean?
Ir means not.
Okay.
not responsible.
All right. So there's a really big difference between saying responsible and irresponsible. Do you agree?
Irresponsible, responsible. That's stress, yeah.
Yeah. So it's really important to emphasize the ear because that's
Mm-hmm.
really the opposite of responsible. If I don't hear you say ear, maybe I think you're saying the opposite, right?
Okay, yeah. Irresponsible,
Because he's
responsible.
irresponsible. Irresponsible.
Because he irresponsible.
He's.
He is, yeah, because he is irresponsible. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's really important to say the ear clearly so that we know that you're saying the opposite of responsible.
okay, thanks. Yeah,
Because he's irresponsible.
because he's irresponsible.
So he was completely broke after paying the rent because he's irresponsible. Can you say the whole
He,
thing?
he was completely broke after paying the rent because he's irresponsible.
Pachu, why was he completely broke after paying the rent?
He was completely broke after paying the rent because he is irresponsible.
Okay, now it's very, very important that you say ear responsible and you emphasize the ear because if you don't, I'm hearing responsible, which is the opposite of what you want to say.
Okay, so he is irresponsible
Irresponsible is very important to say ear very clearly because he's irresponsible.
because he's irresponsible because irresponsible.
He was completely broke after paying the rent because he's irresponsible.
He was completely broke after paying the rent because he was irresponsible.
Okay, now I'm just going to move on to the next thing that I wanted to practice, which really isn't a vocabulary word, but uh, it's important because this is something that happens in English all the time. So I'm not asking ChatGPT for any help. I'm just making a very basic sentence here, which is he has to go to the store. Okay, very simple, very basic sentence. Okay. Can you see that, Pachu? He has to go to the store.
Yes, he
Okay.
has go to the store.
Say he has to.
He has to.
Say he has to go to.
He has to go to.
Okay, but this too, this is something that always gets reduced to da, da. So people will say it like this. He has to go to. He has to go to the. Let's add the. He has to go to the. He has to go to the.
He has to go to the.
Da has to go to the. Has to go to the.
Has to go to the.
Has to go to the.
Has to go to the.
Can you try that, Alex? Has to go to the. Has to go to the.
He has to go to the.
Mhm. He has to go to the store.
He has to go to the store.
Okay. Now, almost always you can, if you've got the word have, let's say 90% of the time. 90% of the time, if you have the word have, you can also change it to have got to or have got. Have got. You can almost always
Mhm.
change have to have got. Why do we do it? I don't know, but it's very common to do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I looked it up. There's no reason for that.
Yeah,
It
it's
has the same meaning.
just it's the same thing. It doesn't matter.
Mm.
People say both of them. So how will you change that sentence, Alex, from he has to go to the store to have got? What would you do?
He has got to go. He has got to go.
Okay, he has got to go to the. He has got to go to the.
He has got to go to the.
I'm
Yeah.
going to write that. Okay, he has got to. Now, is really this changing to da is very important. He has gotta
He
go.
has. He's gotta.
He's got to
He's
go to the
gotta.
store.
He's gotta go to the. He's gotta.
Yeah, that becomes important that we're changing to da. Okay, he's got to go to the store.
He's gotta to go to the. He's gotta to go to the.
Uh huh.
He's gotta to go to the store. Yeah.
Can you say that, Pachu? He's got to go to the store.
He has got to go to the store.
He's gotta. He's gotta. He has gotta. He has gotta.
He's gotta.
He's
He's
gotta go to.
gotta.
He's gotta go to.
He's gotta go to the.
He's gotta go to the.
He's gotta go to the.
He's gotta go to the store.
He's gotta go to the store.
Okay. And we'll make a contraction with he has. He's gotta. He's gotta.
He's
He's gotta.
He's gotta go to.
He's gotta go to.
He's gotta go to the store.
He's gotta go to the store.
And this gotta, people sometimes even write it like this, especially in informal writing. Instead of saying got to, they will actually write the word gotta, Gotta, gotta. He's got to go to the store.
gotta.
He's gotta go to the store.
That's very
Yeah, I
wrong.
like that.
You like it?
Yes.
But
Gotta wanna. Gotcha.
he's got to
Yeah.
go.
Gotta go.
He's got to go to the store. Uh,
He's gotta
so
go to the store.
that's right. So, but don't. I was just about to say that's very bad, and don't write it. And now Pacha says, "Oh, I like it." It's okay to say. People talk like that all the time, but you shouldn't write
Yes.
like that. You shouldn't write like that. Okay.
Okay.
He's got to go to the store. Can you say that again, Pachu?
He's got. He's gotta go to the store.
Okay, good. Alex, can you say it like that?
He's gotta go to the store.
Okay, wonderful. Alex, how would you make a yes no question with he has got to go to the store? How would you make a question with that?
Okay. Has he?
That's right. Say
Has he? Yeah.
question.
Has he?
Uh-huh.
Has he got?
Has he got to go to go ahead.
Has, has he got to go to the store?
Okay. All right. Has he got to go to the store? Okay. And then Esteban was saying, oh, sometimes people don't like to say the H's, especially, and that's the whole point of what we're doing when we're practicing this accentuation. Most of the time, a pronoun will not be accentuated. It would become a very small sound inside the sentence. And he is such a common word, it usually would just attach to the word in front of it. So for example, here, has is important because it's a signal. I'm asking you a question. So you make that a very big sound. Has, like that. It's very big, very long. But the he is completely unimportant. So it sounds like this. Has he? Has he? Has he? Has he got to go to the store? Has he got to go to the store? Can you say that, Alex?
Has he got to go to the store?
Can you say that, Pachu? Has he got to go to the store?
Has he gotta go to the store?
Pachu, can you make a why question with have got? Why have to go to the store?
Why has he got to go to the store?
Why? Okay, why has he got to? Can you say all of those words very clearly?
Why has he got to go to the store?
Listen, listen, listen. Why is he gotta? Why is he gotta?
Please.
Why has
Why?
he got
Why
to?
is he?
Why has? Why has? Say
Yeah.
why
Why
has.
is he got?
Say why has, Pachu.
Why?
Why has?
Why has? Why?
Wise.
Why
Wise.
is he gotta go?
Why is?
That's how it sounds when people are talking. It doesn't sound like why has. Most of the time, it sounds like wise. Wise. One word.
Yes. Yes. So when we read,
Hmm.
um, we are out of track. But when we listen and repeat, then it sounds like the English sound.
Hmm. Say why has
Yeah.
he? Why say those three words. Why has he?
Why has he? Why
Why
has he?
wisey, wisey.
YG.
Why has he got to?
YG got to.
Why has he gotta?
YG got him.
Sarah wrote, why is gotta? You're missing he. You forgot he, Sarah. Why is he gotta? Why is he gotta? Why is he gotta go to the store?
YG gotta go to the store.
Hmm. That's very normal. That's the way that you probably would hear that if somebody were talking to you in the street. Why has he got to go to the store? That's how it sounds. Can you try that,
Yeah,
Alex?
YG
Why is
gotta
he
go.
gotta? Why is he gotta? Why is he gotta go to the store?
Why is he gotta go to the store?
Why is he gotta go to the? Why is he gotta go to the?
Why is he gotta go to that?
Uh, why is he gotta go to the store?
Why is he gotta go to the store?
Alex, if the answer is he has to buy some food.
Okay. He went to the store
But he
because
got,
he
use he has got
he
to.
oh, sorry. He has got to go to the store because he want to buy some food.
Let's use has. Let's use he
Yeah.
to. He has to buy.
Okay. He has got to the store because he has to buy some food.
He has got to go to the store. He's got to go to the store.
He, he's got to go to the store
Uh,
because he has to buy some food.
mhm.
Because he to buy some food.
That's right. It becomes because he. Because
Because he yeah.
he becomes because he. These pronouns that start with H usually will disappear into the word in front of it. Because he. Because he.
Because he yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pachu, why
Because he yeah.
to go to the
Yeah,
store?
sorry.
He has gotta go to the store because he has to buy some food.
Okay. Pachu, can you change has to? How would you use have got to there? He has to buy.
Yes.
Change that to have got to.
So so he has to.
He has got to. He has got to.
Yeah, he
Change,
has
change.
got to.
Yeah, you change. This is have to, right? This is have to, but then you have to change that to has got to. Has got to. Like that.
Okay. So okay. Oh, okay. So he has got to buy some food.
That's right. So almost always you can change. You can change have to have got. Like 90% of the time you can do that.
Mhm.
There's sometimes you can't, but almost always you can. He's got to buy some food. Okay.
Yeah. Is so when we talk with has or have, we always take got because I think it is in the sense of take. Yes. This,
Uh,
so we have got lunch.
sometimes
We have got
sometimes
pens.
you can use get to mean receive, not take, but receive.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. There. Yeah. Yes. Same. Yeah. I
get
want to
get
say
get
that. Yeah.
Go ahead, Alex. What?
get as a word. Okay, it has more as a phrasal verb or as a word. It has more than 40 some
Oh
meaning
yeah, yeah.
means
You there,
meanings. Yeah.
there are some words. If you look in the dictionary, you will get several pages. So
Mm-hmm.
and get. I think there are a couple more, but get's a really people hate get. They hate learning that word because it can mean many.
Hmm.
It could mean understand. It could mean receive. It could mean having the opportunity to do something. It can mean to change from one thing to another thing. There are many ways to use the word get.
It's more than yeah. It's like 49 different
Okay, there's
meanings.
an exact number.
Yeah, I think yeah. That's as far as I remember, it's
Uh,
49 or maybe a bit more.
But this is not get. This is have got. Okay, it's a
I've
phrase.
got it. Mm.
It's a
Mhm.
phrase, and that got is always the same. It's just got. And you can change the first part have to future, past, present, whatever you want, but it's always
Mm.
have and then the word got, and that word got never changes. Uh, Pachu,
Mhm.
can how would you say because he has got to? How would that sound in regular conversation? Because he has got to.
Bec- because because he's got to got
Because
her
he's
to
got
buy some
because
food
because he's gotta because he's gotta
because he's got to
because
buy some
he
food
because he because he because he
because he
because he has
because he
because he has because he
because
because he's
because he's
because
have
because he's gotta because he's gotta
because he's got
because he's gotta buy some food.
because he's gotta buy some food.
He's got to go to the store because he's got to buy some food.
He's gotta go to the store because he's gotta to buy some food.
Can you say that, Alex? Because he's got to buy some food.
Because he's gotta buy some food.
Uh, he's got to go to the store because he's got to buy some food.
He's gotta go to the store because he's gotta buy some food.
Okay, we'll do one more word for today, which is
Okay,
penitent.
yes.
Yes, sir.
Penitent.
Yeah, okay.
Do you remember what that means, Pachu? Penitent.
Penitent.
Penitentiary. Remember the
Uh,
penitentiary? What is a penitentiary?
my mind, yeah, I forget
You
the
forgot?
meaning.
Okay. Uh,
Yes.
okay. I'm just asking ChatGPT for definition here to help us. Maybe you'll remember.
Penitent, you like feel sorry for something.
To feel bad for doing something, you did something wrong and then you feel bad for it. When you feel penitent,
Mhm.
Yes.
you did something bad and
Feeling
now
sorry.
you feel bad about that. You feel sorry that
Mhm.
you did it. And
Yes.
what is a penitentiary? Do you remember, Pacho, what a penitentiary is?
Yeah. Penitentiary means same thing.
A
Feeling
penitentiary is a
sorry.
place. A penitentiary is a place.
Okay. Place.
Mhm.
Okay.
Penitentiary.
So
Penitentiary.
so yeah, the penitentiary is the word coming from penitent. So
Yeah.
how it became place?
By adding a re. That's French. When you have a re after something, that means a place where it happens. We use it in English, like bakery. What is a bakery, Pachu? Bakery.
Okay. So yeah, see the place where the bread or something is made.
Yeah, where they make the bread. So that's a bakery is a place where baking happens. What is a penitentiary?
Okay, I got it. Yeah, I did. Okay, so this is the place where we feel sorry
Hmm.
or regret.
That's a prison. That's a jail. This is a place where you're supposed to go, and hopefully they hope that you will feel bad for what you did.
Okay, so jail. Yes,
Yeah. So
jail.
sometimes they say prison. There are differences. I'm not sure what the differences are. Jail, I think, is smaller and more temporary, and prison and penitentiary are for a long, long time. Years maybe.
Yes. Okay. Yeah,
Penitentiary.
got it.
Hmm. Okay. So let's practice using not penitentiary but penitent, meaning feeling bad because you did something bad.
Penitent.
Okay, penitent.
Just so we're clear, Pachu, here's our example sentence here. Can you read it up on the screen? Can you see that?
Yes.
What does it say?
He was penitent after lying to his parents.
What does that mean?
So he was very, uh, he was very, uh, he was very sorry
Yeah,
because yeah, he was lying to his parents
that's right. He felt very bad
very bad.
because he did something wrong. He lied to his parents. Alex, can you read that?
He was penitent after lying to his parents.
Mm-hmm. Can you read the first three words as a phrase? What are the first?
He was penitent.
What are
He
the
was penitent.
what are the important words in that phrase?
Penitent.
Okay, and where is the sound? Which syllable has all of the sound? Penitent.
Penitent. Penitent.
Pen. Pen.
Eh,
First one.
yeah,
Yes,
penitent. Yeah.
first one. He was penitent.
He was penitent.
So he and was, they're very small. They're not
He was
important. Just pen is what
yeah.
he was penitent.
He's penitent.
And Pachu, what is the? Can you say that he was penitent?
He was penitent.
Okay. And can you read the final phrase of that sentence? What does it say?
So, so after lying to his parents,
What are the important words in that phrase?
the after and lying and parents also.
Okay, probably not after. If you emphasize after, that would change the idea of the sentence. He was penitent after lying to his parents, not before. After,
Okay, okay, so
right? I mean, so
lying.
yeah, you could do it. You can emphasize any word that you want, but sometimes that would change the meaning. So you
Meaning.
have to notice which words would you emphasize in a neutral sentence.
Yeah, as a lying and parents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay. Now, lying. Which syllable has all of the sound in lying?
Oh,
and the first is lying.
Lie.
I
Lie. Okay. And in parents, which syllable has all of the sound? Parents.
is parents. The first
The first one,
parents.
parents. Okay. Now
uh,
here we see we have this possessive pronoun his, which we're not emphasizing. So if you put the word to and his together, they're not important words.
is,
It becomes tuis,
is,
tuis, tuis,
is,
tuis.
Twist.
Lying
Twist.
tuis, lying tuis,
um,
Lying to his. Lying to
lying to his
his.
parents, lying to his.
Lying to his. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So lying to his parents.
Yeah, that's the rhythm. Okay, let's try the whole sentence.
Yeah.
Let's practice the rhythm of the whole sentence. He was penitent after lying to his parents.
He was penitent after lying his parents.
Lying to his,
Lying to his.
lying to his parents.
Lying to his
He was
parents.
penitent after lying to his parents.
He was penitent after lying to his parents.
Can you try that, Alex? Lying to his parents.
lying to his parents.
He was penitent after lying to his parents.
I was penitent after lying to his parents.
Okay. Alex, can you make a what kind of lie he tell parents question?
What kind of oh, I'm kind of lying.
What kind of lie he tell his parents? What kind of lie he tell his
What kind of lies
just
was
no, just one.
he?
Hmm.
What kind of lies was he telling to his parents?
Okay. I'm going. You know what, Alex?
But
This is kind of a complicated question. Let's start just with a sentence. He told a lie to his parents. Okay, so very basic question.
he
He told
told,
a lie to his parents. Right? Can you see that?
yes, he told a lie to his parents. Yeah,
Okay. How we let's. So that's the statement form. That's the sentence form. How would you make a very basic question, a yes no question, with he told a lie to his parents?
did he tell a lie to his parents?
That's right. Did he tell a lie to his parents? This is the basic question form. So, most of the time, if you're going to make a question, you have to start with the basic.
Oh,
Wait, I can't talk and type at the same time. Did he tell a lie to
oh,
his parents? You have to start with the basic question form. Okay. And now that we have this, we could make a more interesting question like, what kind of lie?
Okay, what kind of lie did he tell to his parents?
That's right. That's exactly right. So
Yeah.
you have the basic
Mhm.
question form, and then you can make a more interesting question. But most of the time, not
I,
always, but most of the time, you have to start with the basic question.
the mistake is I asked a subject question instead of object question. I should ask the question about lying because lying is the object, is not the subject.
What kind of lie?
So that's how, yeah. Okay. What kind of lie? What kind?
Yeah, if you were asking a subject question,
Mhm. You
that's
didn't have
right. It
to.
would be different. You wouldn't use the question
Mhm.
form. But here we're keeping it pretty easy, and we're just using a standard
Okay,
question. Okay.
kind of lie.
What kind of lie did he tell his parents? And what are the important words in your question?
What kind of lie did he?
Yeah, when you make a
What
what
kind?
kind
What
of
kind?
question, kind becomes a very important word to emphasize.
What kind of? Okay.
Hey,
What
maybe a
kind of?
lie. Maybe a lie.
Kind of
So
lie. Okay.
what kind
Did he,
of lie? What kind of lie?
what
Big
kind
small,
of
big
lie?
small.
What kind of lie?
Mhm. And Sarah wrote kinda. That's right. Most of the time, of will sound just like and you can say kinda. What kinda lie? That's
Okay.
perfectly okay. Don't write it, but that's how people talk. What kinda lie? Okay, and then we
Okay.
have
What kind of lie?
oh wait, made a mistake here. All right, what kind of lie? Okay, and then we have did he tell? Did he tell? Did he tell?
Did he tell you?
Did he tell?
Did he tell you?
Did he tell? So tell is an important word.
Did he tell?
The other
Okay.
sounds are not important, they're very small. What kind of lie did he tell?
What kind of lie did he tell?
And and what are the important words in the final part of your question, Alex?
Tell parents.
Parents,
Parents. Oh,
parents, parents.
parents. Eh, eh.
What kind of lie did he tell to his parents?
What kind of lie did he tell his parents?
To
To
his.
his, yeah. To his, yeah.
What kind of lie did he tell to his parents?
What kind of lie did he tell to his parents?
Can you try that, Pachu? What kind of lie did he tell to his parents?
What kind of lie did he tell to his parents?
Okay, and I'm going to give you the answer. I don't know if you know, this is a funny word. Okay, a whopper. Do you know that word, whopper?
Whopper. I heard this word before. Whopper mean
Whopper, do you know, whopper really just means something really big, but it can also mean a really, really big lie. So if
yes.
somebody really whopper just means really big. Okay, like do you know I don't really eat fast food, and even when sometimes I do, but I never go to Burger King because I hate Burger King. But that's that's like McDonald's. It's a similar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, they have a sandwich called the Whopper.
Whopper. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was thinking of this one. Yeah, Whopper. Yeah, type of king. Yeah,
The reason they call it a
Whopper.
Whopper is because Whopper
It's a
means
big.
it means really really big, and
Mhm,
so here this is their that's like the Big Mac at McDonald's, but at Burger King it's called a Whopper, and it's called Whopper
mhm,
because it's supposedly really really big.
mhm.
Esteban is saying, can parent be used as a verb? Yes, that could mean to take care of a child, to act as a mother or father of a child. But okay, so a whopper as a noun, it could also mean a really, really. It's a funny word. It's a kind of slang, but it means a really, really big lie. So we can
Mhm.
say he told a whopper to his parents.
Okay. He told the Whopper to his
That means
parents.
he told a really, really big lie. He told a whopper to his parents.
Mhm.
Pachu, what kind of lie did he tell to his parents? What is your answer?
He told a whopper to his parents.
Yeah. And that's a funny word. That's kind of a slang word. Alex,
Yeah.
what kind of lie did he tell to his parents?
He told the whopper to his parents.
Okay, wobber or whopper?
Whopper, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Sarah says whopper is slang. Yes, it's slang. It's not something you probably would learn in a class.
Mhm,
But people say it. It's just it's funny. It's not bad. It's a funny word.
mhm.
If you use that, people will laugh. They'll say, "How do you know that?" And it's not bad or anything like that. It's just kind of funny. All right. Well, I think we're going to finish here for today. So
Thank you, sir.
I will return in about 10 hours to do the final chapter of Gone with the Wind. We're doing the very last
Again,
chapter
okay.
tomorrow morning in about 10 hours. Okay. So
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
thank you everybody for participating, and I hope that you join us tomorrow morning for the final chapter of Gone with the Wind. Thank you for
That,
the question.
that. Thanks very
Comment.
much. We can't thank you enough. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you for participating. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye
Thank
bye,
you,
sir.
Professor. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Sarah. Thank you, Ponsu. Thank you, Alex.
Bye bye.
Bye
Bye
bye.
everyone. Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.